K.Michelle, is it fishy? Because you literally lost your mind this episode, girl. So we start out the Real Housewives with Portia and Kelly wrapping up their argument. They start talking about the rose and how quick each person arrives at their destination with the rose. And I'm just like K.Michelle, I was like, y'all ain't serious. But I like it though. I don't want it to be too heavy. I want it to be like stupid shit. Argue, get back to work, let's kiki, let's have fun. So that it's not dark. I find like most of the housewives these days, the show is like proper dark. So I actually quite like this. Then, so they're like, what even happened the next thing? K.Michelle is like literally, okay, they're at breakfast. Everybody's like fresh, no makeup, chilling, about to have breakfast. So she has like a pussy face on and Angela's like, K, what's going on? She breaks down, like proper boo-hooing. And everyone is confused because K.Michelle up to this point has really not had an argument with anyone. She tried to get some things with Portia, but Portia like apologized real quick, ended it. Okay? So she's talking in riddles. Like, there's this person that is plotting against her. This. Like, she's not calling nobody's name, which is like mental. Because, girl, if you're going to have all this hair on your chest, I need you to identify your perpetrator. Because what are we doing here? So she's doing all this stuff. At some point, Drew is moving away because they were all consoling her. But Drew is catching it that it might be about me. But literally, this whole song and dance, K.Michelle doesn't say shit. Or doesn't say who offended her, who she's talking about, who is plotting against her, what the plot is. But the shady producers like flashed back to the oysters. And when Portia was like, this one has a little scent to it. God knows, up to this point, they haven't, at least in the background behind K.Michelle's back, said anything about her puss or anything. So, cut to K.Michelle's confession. She's talking about, this is stuff from 8 years ago. The pussy is new. It's been tightened. It's been waxed. It's been cleaned. It's been... Girl, so are you saying the 8 years ago was right? Like, I wouldn't even own up to this shit if I was her. Like, okay. But she said it's new. It smells like Glade now. That's what she tells us in the confessionals. But she's not telling any of the girls this stuff. Shamia is making her nasty face. Apparently, her and Shamia had a powwow. And maybe Shamia knows. They asked them in the confessional. Shamia's like, I'm a good friend. I can't say this, da-da-da-da. BS, everybody is a good friend to Shamia. Shamia is like, I don't know. She's too rich to be this. I don't know. I feel like she should be a better housewife just based on how much money her husband makes. But she sucks. And Kelly's like, girl, I don't remember because basically K.Michelle is talking in riddles. Then they go outside. Pinky, K.Michelle, Shami and Kelly. At this point, she mentions Drew. And Portia and Phaedra are the people plotting against her. And Pinky is confused. Pinky is like, but they were just consoling you. Like, what the hell? K.Michelle is weird to me. Like, I think she's so intimidated by these housewives. She doesn't know where she fits in. Everybody has money. So she can't shade them the way she used to shade on Love and Hip Hop. Because most of them's net worth is about the same, more or less, right? So she can't shade on money. Talent, everybody kind of has their own business. You can't really shade on that. So it's like, I think she's lost and she doesn't know which way to come in. So it's like, let me talk about my music. Let me have this weird reaction where nobody has even come for you, right? Cool. Next thing, the other girls are with Cynthia and they're like super confused because like I said, nobody has said nothing crazy about K.Michelle up to this point. Next thing, Shamia with her thong, I guess she had a BBL according to Angela, so she wanted us to see her booty, which it looked nice. Like, it was very, very high. Very, very, very high. It looked nice. So she came out in a thong, which was weird because she wanted to go for a swim, but she didn't get into no water and they were about to get ready to leave. So the swim was bullshit. She just wanted to see her body and body was tea. Clock it. Okay? She's like, I don't want anything to be put on me because Angela asked her, like, I guess when they were talking about the K.Michelle thing, Angela said Shamia was making her face. So Shamia is here to defend her face. She's not really saying much. So it's weird. Like, no one's taking her serious. Like, girl, you're half naked. Why? Everybody's about to get ready to go. So she was just ranting. I think she wanted a moment. They gave her her moment. K.Michelle finally mentions Drew. And they start arguing because Drew is like, what is wrong with you? She's like, you're trying to make it look like me and Black had something. And Drew is like, no. Flashback to Portia's party in the beginning of the season. When K.Michelle saw Black on the phone, she speaks to him nicely. He says, oh, my love, blah, blah, blah. Her husband even comes to the phone to say hi. I guess when he heard my love, that's why he showed like she's with someone. And it was cordial. Like, except Drew said something behind the speakers. They said she was fishy behind the speakers because none of this has been brought to the show. So I'm like, why is K.Michelle having paranoia? And oh, back to where the group separated and she finally told Pinky and them that it's Portia and whatever. They find out that she's like tweeting about the situation while they're all there, but she doesn't tell them. I don't even want to say she's not a punk, but this is like weird behavior. Like, I think everything with her surgeries and maybe her treatment on Love and Hip Hop is like messing with her head because nothing is happening, but everything is happening to her at the same time. So her and Drew like buck up and they're standing up cursing each other out. At this point, Cynthia's like, guys, we gotta go. We're going to a place an hour away from here, blah, blah, blah. So everybody goes and gets ready. Drew is having a headache, so she's taking her time. She's like, I'll join you when I join you. They bring beautiful jewels, okay? Beautiful. All the girls are draped in jewelry. The jewelry man brought his own security escorts. I know that's right, because he had over $1 million worth of jewelry on him. Plus the one he was wearing, plus the ones the girls were wearing. So it was gorgeous. I love that. It's giving expensive. It's giving money. Atlanta is back. If you didn't know, now you know. Atlanta is all the way back, guys. So, yeah, the party is going well. She tries to crown them, but she couldn't really crown them because they were polite. Everybody got like good cheers and everything. So it was good. We didn't want really no beef. K.Michelle's husband is there. She's whispering to him like she had a big thing with Drew, that she doesn't want any drama. So K.Michelle, what is happening? She's trying to produce herself. And she's losing her mind trying to do that. Instead of being herself. Love and Hip Hop, I feel like she was more authentic because I think she felt she was better than all the people there. And now she's on equal footing. She doesn't know what to do. Pinky's husband is there. He looks like he's already lit. I kind of like Pinky this episode. Pinky was fun. She was light. You know, she spent some time in the toilet from that tequila poison. So she's like fun and light. So I like Pinky on the show. K.Michelle, I do not know. Kelly needs to find a storyline. I think Kelly is good because I feel like she could go toe-to-toe with the OGs. But maybe Shamia is the toxic person. Because if we remove Shamia, Kelly will have to integrate more with the group. Versus the crazy thing they're doing with the separation, because the other girls are not doing the separation, like so far at least. And they're not, if they're doing it, they're doing it very well because it is not on camera. It looks like Shamia and Kelly have a vendetta against Portia. And they're trying to pull people in. And this episode, Pinky is kind of like finding herself because she's not trying to be on anybody's side. She's just having fun. But I have fun. And K.Michelle, girl, you need to chill. Like, you really need to chill. Like, I actually feel bad for how paranoid you are. Like, that is... Anyway, bye, guys.